Welcome back to the Imaginary Gallery. This is TJ, your host. This is Narcissist Trash Talk. Tonight's topic is regarding the Covert Narcissist. The Covert Narcissist is consistently inconsistent. Now, where does this come from? Well, it actually comes from a real-life moment. Several years ago, I was sitting face-to-face with a therapist, spewing out tales of woe about this situation I was involved in and how I knew that certain things that were happening were completely wrong, and yet I'd be told they weren't wrong, and so I was telling this therapist all this. After several sessions of such nonsense, she asked once,
Well, what's one thing that you find to be consistent about this person?
And my answer was, this person is consistently inconsistent. The covert narcissist is consistently inconsistent. So what does this mean? What do you mean, consistently inconsistent? Sounds like a play on words. To define, for those of you who aren't familiar with this concept, she's asking, what is it that you notice repeatedly with this person? So consistency would be something that is consistent, which would apply to the regular adult personality type. They usually have a set of core values, core characteristics, core beliefs that dictate the behaviors that follow. So my answer was, this creature is consistently inconsistent, meaning that time after time after time, the person's displaying inconsistencies. Why is this, you may ask? Well, with the covert narcissist, there's a good reason. You have to know what you're dealing with. So if you're watching this video, you're probably either skeptical that someone you're with is one of these monsters, or you already experienced such a horror movie. You're going to hear some validation. If you've dealt with the covert monster, it is one of the worst things you can get involved in. And if you're alive today, celebrate. The covert narcissist monster is basically a complete stranger to you in real life. Consistently inconsistent. Why do you think this is? Once you learn exactly what kind of creature you're dealing with, it begins to make a little more sense. You have to keep in mind, the covert narcissist came to you and presented itself as whatever it presented itself as. More than likely, it was a mirror image of you. The mirroring from the start provides you with a faulty compass, because most of us, when we meet a new person and we spend time after time after time with them, we assume they're being the person they really are, and the pieces of information we pick up on build us our own internal profile of who this person is and what they're like. Well, with this shame-based covert narcissist, it's a whole different ballgame. These are creatures who, for whatever reason, did not develop normally, where they could learn to relate to human beings as actual human beings and not objects or wholes or sources of supply. And you have to realize, too, that you are in a completely different league. You have your life, you've built it up over the years, you've become who you are based on various experiences, failures and successes alike. And here you've met this creature who is nothing like that. This is like a free agent in Hollywood saying, I'll play any role. When you came along, you represented a movie role this creature felt it could maintain to bleed you dry. These creatures live in a warped reality. They can override reality at any moment. If you've displayed your genuine personality type, the covert narcissist starts talking your talk, claiming to feel the same, when you witness or observe things this creature does that don't go along with this particular model, it's going to raise questions. Typically, what these people will do, for example, let's just say again,
I'm completely against dishonesty and thievery.
well, let's say you hear that statement from this creature, which was probably inspired if you would have told a story about how you found out that your sister was taking money out of your bank account, and it just makes you feel so horrible because it's your sister, and you're talking emotion, and this emotionless creature's hearing all this, soaking in, person doesn't like to be stolen from, values people who don't steal. What does the fake creature say?
Oh, I'm very honest. I would never dream of stealing anything from anyone.
This is a typical example where you eventually uncover that every month for the past 12 months, this same person has snuck over to the parents' house, stolen a little piece of money here or there, and then scurried back home and said nothing of it. Clearly, if you're a rational thinker, if you uncover such a bombshell, you'll be thinking, but wait a minute, we already discussed this, and this creature had said it's very honest and would never steal, and that's where the cognitive dissonance comes in for you. It's also displaying the inconsistency, because you've had the discussion, you both agree that stealing is a horrible thing, and yet you're learning that this person is actively stealing. Well, there you go. Inconsistent. Well, imagine this and 20 other scenarios occurring over the next several months, and there you've got it. Consistently inconsistent and retarded.
I am the Narcopath, giving you a few more confessions. First one's my choice. I really wish you would drop all the drama about me not being able to self-reflect. Honey, I never developed that stuff. That's your department. I just know that I live day by day getting what I want, telling people what I need to tell them in order to get what I want. I don't care what I said yesterday the next day. I just want what I want. So, quit asking questions, because the truth is, whatever you're saying sounds logical, but I'm not that emotionally developed, so I can't respond in any other way other than whatever I said first is true. Even if you've disproved it 1,000 times, I'm gonna stick with sorry, what I said is true. And you often ask me why I can't qualify why I feel this way. Well, that's outside my scope, because I'm the narcopath, and I am retarded. I just tell you what I want you to think, and I don't expect you to ask questions like you do. That's why it's over, because you abused me.
And yes, in case you're wondering, I read your letter. And I'll go ahead and address the part where you wondered how I could have told you that I loved you, being the nice Christian virgin you were. Well, again, I ain't no Christian, I ain't no virgin. I was being what you said you were. So I don't know what any of that stuff means. So I beg your pardon if I told you I love you. I just know that that line works with other people to get me what I want. I don't know what any of it means. I'm assuming you do. Well, please tell me. On second thought, don't. You need to grow some balls. All kinds of ladies are going to tell you they love you. They don't. They just want you inside them. So let this be a lesson for you. I ain't sorry for that. You need to learn these lessons. Now you're a man. Thanks to me.
Hi, is this General Mills? Hi, I'm a consumer. I just wanted to let you know that I've been looking around and researching things, and
I've noticed that the FDA allows so many insect parts and semen chunks and whatever else. Well, I happen to have bought a box of Cocoa Puffs recently, which I believe had a unusually large number of insect larvae. It was pulsating. Oh, no, I'm not, oh, no, this is not a complaint call, honey. I just wanted to let you know when I ate that pulsating larva in my Cocoa Puffs, it made my day. Oh my God, it was the best experience I ever had. Can I make a special request? Is it possible to ask that you put some extra larva in the box? I'm willing to come and pick it up in person. Really, I am. That larva made my day. What? No, this is not a prank. What? Hello? 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 Hello?